What's up, folks? Hey, Lance here. I did my little ride yesterday and I'm actually feeling pretty good, feeling a whole lot better. So today I'm getting a kiss from the buffalo. I'm not gonna kiss that thing's like 80 years old. Actually, my dad actually shot this in the 60s in Canada somewhere. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. We're gonna go for a ride and see what happens, and maybe I might be able to line up and race this weekend, so let's see how I feel after today.
All right, folks, welcome to today's video on my training vlog. Yes, I got many requests from people wanting me to show them my butt crack, but that's a different channel. Actually one that I haven't started yet, and I don't think I actually will. Just use your imagination. It's as purple and green as you can imagine. So yeah, I'm sure that makes everybody happy or unhappy. Anyway, today, actually after riding yesterday, I feel a whole lot better. I think my ribs are coming around, and I thought that I would just get out today and I ride for a couple hours just to make sure I feel okay and see if I can actually race this weekend. And I'm just going to talk over a few tips and tricks that I have with these kind of riding. You can see here I am motor pacing at the moment. Motor pacing behind a landscaper truck pulling a trailer. And some people may call me stupid. I'm ridiculous for doing stuff like that. But if you're watching ahead, it's okay. Here's another trick. I'm crossing railroad tracks, and you can see as right as I get to the tracks, I make sure my bike is upright as possible. It only takes once to go across railroad tracks and slip out, especially when it's a little wet out, for you to realize, hey, I need to be upright. So every time I cross railroad tracks, I make sure my bike is not leaned over very much. I try to be as upright as possible and set up for that. So that can make a difference with crossing railroad tracks. Yeah, and your road bikes can go on a little bit of grass like that if you're okay. In this section, I'm riding on a trail. Yes, I'm a bike path hero. Somebody used that term. Oh, training for bike path heroes. I don't remember. It was somebody on one of my Tucson videos made that comment and kind of cracked me up. Hey, bike paths are fantastic as long as they're not filled with walkers and joggers and dogs. And when the weather isn't all that great, bike paths tend to be really good because there's fewer people on them. Here's a little section where there's a little roundabout. I'm kind of hitting it at speed, and I'm only hitting it at speed because I have gone through that roundabout like 50 times, so I know it pretty well. And when you kind of get to know a corner, it kind of feels okay. So that's what I was doing there. This is a little uphill section. It's a short uphill, not very long, and I try to stay seated for as long as I can. It's only about a 2-minute effort. I think today was like a 1:52 effort. And I try to stay seated for the first 60 seconds because when you stand and start grinding, if you're really grinding, you're gonna wear out pretty quickly. And so I tend to wait to stand before I absolutely need to. And so that was what I was doing there. I'm testing some gloves here. Not really testing. My one glove, you can see I've got two different gloves on. One is a Castelli Perfetto, which is pretty waterproof. The other one is, I don't even remember the brand, but the reason I like the one on the right a little bit better than the one on the left is because it works my cell phone better. Some gloves just work on touch screens better than others, and that Perfetto glove doesn't work very well on the screen. So, okay, why do I care? Because I'm taking photos and I'm taking pictures and I'm changing my podcast that I'm listening to and I'm switching up the music, and it's mostly because I'm taking photos. So that's why I like the gloves that don't. And both this weekend's races are most likely going to be wet and rainy, and so I'm prepping for that. Here is where during the ride it started hailing on me. You can kind of see the hail in the precipitation, And that caused me to go, yep, I think I'm done with this ride. I only rode for about an hour and a half, and we'll go from there. I went by the house of somebody I knew from a former life of mine when I used to go to church all the time, and I yelled at him to say hi, but I don't think he expected anybody to be out riding in the hail and didn't actually see me. So thank you guys for watching. That's some tips and tricks from me on a rainy, haily day in Vancouver, Washington. And I rode about 30 miles in about an hour and a half. All right, thanks a lot.